The universe is not rich enough to buy the vote of an honest man. Saint Pope Gregory the Great. A profound statement that speaks to the incorruptible spirit of an honest individual. This is a timeless reminder that integrity and honesty are gifts that cannot be bought or sold, no matter the price. Moving on, we delve into another gem from this great saint. The proof of love is in the works. Where love exists, it works great things, but when it ceases to act, it ceases to exist. This quote teaches us that love is not merely a feeling, but an action. It must be actively demonstrated and put into practice for it to truly exist. Next, we come across another powerful quote. He who would climb to a lofty height must go by steps, not leaps. This quote reminds us of the importance of patience and perseverance. Big achievements are not accomplished overnight, but through consistent effort over time. The fourth quote we explore is, "It is better to suffer wrong than to do it, and happier to be sometimes cheated than not to trust." This quote teaches us the value of trust and the importance of maintaining our own moral compass, even when others may not. As we progress, we encounter, in the same way that a powerful medicine cures an illness, so education is able to overcome a sinful thought. This quote emphasizes the power of education and knowledge as tools to overcome negative thoughts and actions. Moving forward, we find a truly insightful quote. The spiritual director should not reduce his attention to those who have already achieved virtue as if they were fully formed, but should especially care for those who are still in the throes of temptation. This quote reminds us of the importance of guidance and support, particularly for those who are still finding their way. Our seventh quote from Saint Pope Gregory the Great is, "When we attend to the needs of those in want, we give them what is theirs, not ours. More than performing works of mercy, we are paying a debt of justice." This quote teaches us that helping others is not merely a kind act, but a fundamental duty. The eighth quote we explore today is, "The winds of grace are always blowing, but you have to raise the sail." This quote reminds us that opportunities for grace are always present, but we must make the effort to receive them. Our ninth quote is, "It is no great thing to be humble when you are brought low, but to be humble when you are praised is a great and rare attainment." This quote teaches us the importance of humility, even in the face of praise and success. The 10th quote, halfway through our journey, is, "The only true riches are those that make us rich in virtue." This quote emphasizes that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in our moral character. As we continue, we encounter, "The eminence of a good man often casts a shadow that hides his real virtues." This quote reminds us that true virtue often goes unnoticed, overshadowed by a man's reputation or status. Our 12th quote is, "Every day we are guests at a rich banquet, the fruits of the earth." This quote invites us to appreciate the natural abundance that surrounds us each day. The 13th quote we explore is, "The universe is not rich enough to buy the vote of an honest man." This quote reiterates the immeasurable value of honesty and integrity. The 14th quote is, "When one man has taken the substance of another, he is not only bound to restore it, but to compensate the person he has injured." This quote teaches us the importance of restitution and making amends for our wrongs. Our 15th quote is, "The heart should have fed upon the truth, that it may grow fat and joyous, and let slip from itself the impurities of earthly pleasure." This quote encourages us to nourish our hearts with truth, which will lead to joy and purity. The 16th quote is, "It is better that scandals arise than the truth be suppressed." This quote underscores the importance of truth, even when it may lead to controversy or scandal. Our 17th quote is, "If we knew at what time we were to depart from this world, we would be able to select a season for pleasure and a season for repentance. But God, who has promised pardon to every repentant sinner, has not promised us tomorrow. Therefore, we must always dread the final day, which we can never foresee." This profound quote reminds us of the unpredictability of life and the importance of repentance and living righteously. The 18th quote is, "Do not be anxious about what you have, but about what you are." This quote emphasizes the importance of character over possessions. Our penultimate quote is, "The deeds you do may be the only sermon some persons will hear today." This quote teaches us that our actions often speak louder than our words and can be a powerful form of teaching and influence. Finally, our 20th and final quote from Saint Pope Gregory the Great is perhaps his most famous. "The Holy Bible is like a mirror before our mind's eye. In it, we see our inner face. In the scriptures, we can learn our spiritual deformities and beauties. And there too, we discover the progress we are making and how far we are from perfection. This profound quote encapsulates the value of the Holy Bible as a tool for self-reflection, growth, and spiritual advancement. In summary, the teachings of St. Pope Gregory the Great remind us of the importance of integrity, love, patience, trust, education, guidance, duty, humility, virtue, appreciation, restitution, truth, repentance, character, and the power of our actions. His wisdom continues to inspire and guide us in our journey towards spiritual growth and perfection.